Want to take your Photoshop edits to the next level? Blend modes are the secret weapon for creating stunning effects, seamless composites, and eye-catching designs. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to master blend modes in Photoshop, even if you are a beginner. Blend modes are a powerful feature in Photoshop that control how layers interact with each other. You'll find them in the Layers panel. You need at least 2 or more images for the blend mode section to be activated. And so I have 2 images here. This is my base layer, my first layer, and I want to blend these 2 images using the blend mode section. So by the moment I click here, it gives me the chance to see all the blend modes. With over 25 options, they might seem overwhelming, but don't worry. We'll focus on the most useful ones for photographers, designers, and digital artists. You'll find them in the Layers panel in this drop-down menu. When you click here, these are all the blend modes. Blend modes are grouped into categories based on how they affect your image. We have the normal, which comprise mainly of the normal and dissolve. Then we have darken, which darkens stuff. So darken, multiply, color bend, linear bend, and darker color. So darken includes darken and multiply to enhance shadows. Modes like screen and color dodge brightens your image. Contrast includes overlay, soft light, and hard light for dramatic effects, and you can find them here. Creative options like difference, exclusion, subtract, divide, and even hue, saturation, color, luminosity are others which you can experiment and play with. Multiply darkens your image by combining layers, and it's great for adding texture or fixing overexposed photos. So in this example, I want to use the multiply to blend these 2 images together. The image below is a lovely couple, and then we have this lady holding light in her hands. So if I use the multiply, tap on it, it blends the images and it creates this interesting look on the face of the couple. I can even move it around so the light shows in the area I want. And so that shows how magical and how powerful blend modes is. It looks so beautiful. I can even go further and use the opacity and reduce it, or back to my liking. Another example for multiply is this image. So I have this landscape which looks very pale, very boring. So I want to enhance it and make it look very contrasty. So duplicate the image, then use multiply, and look at that. It has darkened the image by combining it beautifully. And I don't even have to fix anything. Just look at that. It's so beautiful. So that has got to do with the multiply. Screen brightens your image by blending lighter pixels. So we use it for glow effects or to brighten shadows. This same image, instead of multiply, if I change it to screen, instead of darkening an image for us, it has brightened it up the more. So using this same example, I'm going to use screen. It has brightened it up. It looked for the lighter areas and then made it pop the more. It brightened the lighter areas in the image. So multiply, darkened, screen, brighten it up. Overlay increases contrast by brightening light areas and darkening shadows, and is perfect for dramatic or vivid effects. So looking at this image, I'm trying to combine this bedroom image with this leather. This is what overlay does. So overlay has just increased the contrast by brightening light areas and darkening the shadows. And if it looks too bright for me, I can use what? Opacity to adjust it. Still in the contrast category, but soft light is like overlay, but it is gentler for retouching and subtle improvements. So look at this image. Using soft light, it has added contrast to the image, but look at what overlay will do. It's a bit harsher and more darker. Soft light makes it more gentle. It's like soft overlay, but a softer version. Then we have the hard light, vivid, pin light. I mean, they are all in the contrast category, but I think the one you end up using the most are overlay and soft light. Different subtract pixels, creating edgy and abstract effects, perfect for experimenting with creative designs. Sometimes you're working on an image where you have two pictures, one is on top of the other, so and you want to align them perfectly, maybe using the head or something. By using difference helps you to what? Align the image so that it can fall in place. And the moment it snaps in place, everything turns black. It means it is perfectly aligned. Now when I go and then turn it to what? Any other thing, it's directly on top of it. Take it back to difference, you won't see anything. But the moment I move it, the difference shows. So it's really cool if you want to align some images or you want to fix an image. Maybe you've taken a group photo and you took it very fast. One blinked, and then in the next image, the person has opened their eyes. And so you want to fix it and make sure that, the image looks perfect and doesn't blink in anything. You can use difference so that you can use to align and you mask it out. So here are some ways photographers and designers use blend modes. Textures. We use blend modes to blend textures together. We blend textures with multiply and overlay. So I have these two images here, and I want to blend them to create a unique image. So using the blend modes, I can create a very unique image, and I think I like this. Then we have double exposure. You can combine two photos using screen or soft light. So this and that, screen helped us to combine them. And just like soft light, also helps us to combine. In color grading, use soft light or overlay for mood and tone. Soft light or overlay helps you to work to get the mood. And experiment with opacity for even more controls. You can experiment with the opacity, which is at the top here, for even more controls. If it's too much, you just use the opacity to reduce, and it's from 0 to 100. Normally, by the time you're at 50, you see, okay, I think either is it too much or too little, then you adjust it further. So by using layer mask, I'm able to combine blend modes with precision. And so you can see the before on the left and then after on the right. Use gradients and solid color layers for creative lighting. Lower the opacity to fine-tune your effect. So you lower the opacity to fine-tune your effect. If it's too harsh, you lower it. If it's too little, you increase the opacity to fine-tune it proportionately. Blend modes are all about experimentation, so don't be afraid to try different combinations. And that's your guide to blend modes in Photoshop. With just a few clicks, you can transform your designs and photos. Which blend mode is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Photoshop tips and tricks. See you in the next video.